heaviest guarded place right there to make sure people don't get into the field.
That's
We're
the
trying to
tunnel.
grab the players as they're coming down. And the players are really good about going around signing autographs. Then you really got to watch, make sure one grabs them and try to touch them. But we probably got the best fans in the nation, Chiefs fans.
I think we
They're
do.
so
I think we
good.
do. I love going to the stadium and watching the game. I'll never have a problem.
Yeah.
Only probably when the Raiders are there.
Yeah.
Because they seem to start trouble no matter where they at. And they
Yeah.
always start in trouble at the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah. Now my son-in-law Jeremiah Barnes and my daughter Emily, they're the ones that kind of got me into this. About 7 years ago, my son-in-law worked there as a supervisor at the gates, and he said, "Hey, Dave," said, "why don't you come work up here at Arrowhead?" I said, "That's an hour away from where I live. Why would I want to do that?" "Oh yeah, it'd be cool, man. Why don't you try it?" Da-da-da. I said, "Okay, I'll try it." So Jen Richardson got a hold of me. She was one of the supervisors for land. Well, we were west, I think, West Security at that time, and we went over to Landmark. We said, "Hey, why don't you want to come up here? We're gonna have this orientation this time." And so I go up there one evening. There's probably 50 people in that orientation.
Oh,
I thought,
man.
well, I thought this was just security, and I'm thinking security where you just
Think you might not get the job.
right
Yeah,
exactly. Well, after everything, I got it. So
Hey, it was for you. It's for you.
right, exactly. So the very first day I get there, for the first game, they were told everybody to go to section 103, which is right up from logistics on the field. I said, everybody said here. So I was talking to this girl. She'd been there a couple of years, and she was real friendly. And I said, "So why are we sitting here for?" "Oh, because this is for the gate." "What do you mean a gate?" She said, "Yeah, we'll sit here and they'll tell us how to run gates." I said, "I don't run no gate." He said, "Who's that guy down there in the field?" And his name was Kenny at that time. I don't recall his last name. And said, "What does he do?" "He's supervisor on the field." I said, "Really?" So I just walked right down there. At that time, you could do that.
Right.
I just walked down there. It's okay, here I am. It's all good. I've been waiting for you. He had no idea who I was. I had no idea who it was. He was expecting somebody, and I showed up. And he said, "Hey, come here. I want you to do this and that." It's okay, great. So I didn't always have that tunnel job. I did different things. I watched cameras, did a CBS card. I escorted Collinsworth. I can't think of his first name, Chris Collinsworth, and a couple others. And so I did different cool jobs. And then I ran into these two guys that worked that tunnel. And I said, "Hey, come over here and help us." "Well, I'm supposed to be doing this." "Oh, just come over here. We need one more person." I said, "Okay." I had no idea what I was doing. This is like my second season. So yeah, just stand right down there, down at the bottom of the tunnel, make sure no one goes down there. I said, "Okay, I can do that." So what happened was, I ended up staying at that job. And
So
then-
you've been at that tunnel ever since.
so I've been there about 5 years, 6 years at that spot right now. So now I'm just kind of the guy with Tiffany Sanders. She's the girl, I guess. But the players know who she is, know who I am. We've got a routine. We work together, and it's just a fun time.
Cool. All right, let's talk about. So you want to elaborate on your TikTok following, and how did your TikTok following start?
Okay. Well, I've had TikTok, and I like what I call memories of my grandkids. They're 1 year old. Paxton and Cooper. They're my Emily and Jeremiah Barnes' babies, and when I was a kid, we didn't have a lot of pictures and videos and stuff like that. So with my grandkids, I'm going to do this. So I kind of started it for that reason, and then I kind of got into some politics stuff, and we can talk about that in another podcast. And then I got into some stuff that I liked making them little stuff. So I started this one, the 84, the Walking Tall 84, and then I messed up the settings, and I wasn't getting any followers, any views. And I thought, well, something's wrong with this. So I started a brand new one. So I was just going to use a brand new one for just political stuff. Well, then I started feeding other stuff. So now I got two of them, and if I knew a way I can consolidate them both. But that's kind of how I got into it, and I kind of enjoy it. I do it with my coworkers, and it's kind of really helped with kind of my movement, because I'm really kind of hoping that Frito-Lay will finally, and I've been trying to contact
get the sponsorship.
Frito-Lay will get some sponsorships, and I'd like to do it.
Yeah, they got you on camera eating and everything. I mean, at the 5 million views off of one video. Come on now.
Yeah. So actually, before I came here, I always stop at Price Chopper in Green Valley. My friend Kevin Brown, who's the manager there, and I always stop there and check grocery.